Hi, everybody. This is Professor Lilly, and I just want to go back over some of the things we talked about on Tuesday about Module 4 in your audio editing or recording, editing, embedding assignment. So at this point, everyone should have sound clip embedded. This video from Dr. Biswas, I think is pretty good. It covers all the basics about adding tracks and the free jingles or sounds that come with it. I mean, this is certainly obviously vital though to watch it. A lot of the same material. This is the link that's in Moodle that has some of the tutorials that the Soundtrap people have made. So the crash course kind of goes over what Dr. Biswas talked about. I think it's a little bit longer. I mean, but none of these are too long, so don't be intimidated by these. One thing that I did want to note, I was trying to see where they show how to share. So then I just came in here because I didn't see it automatically. And so I just put in share and how to share music on social media. So you can get the link to it and embed that in the page, and it should show up. I think one of these might also be a link for the embed code as well. So you can try it out and just paste it in there and see how it works. In a second, I'm going to show you another way to do it directly through a download. And remember that the way you turn in a page is that you create or rather turn in the audio file is to create a page on your WordPress site, and it's described here. Now this can be a page that's you already did for the last assignment for Module 3. You can put it on one of your portfolio pages or create a new portfolio page that says audio and video and put it on there with a short description. If you could just say, maybe a short paragraph about what it was. Remember that there's a couple different options here in terms of possible topics. So you could say what topic you chose and who you interviewed, and just a short paragraph, and then on that page, and then the embed. And again, the embed could end up being, if you use the share technique, then technically speaking, that file is living on the Soundtrap server somewhere. Whereas the other technique I'm going to show you is to actually download the MP3 from Soundtrap onto your computer. So on your phone, what you can do is actually do this, like share it to email, or hit download it to your computer, and then download it to your phone. So that means you're actually taking the file from the server, putting it on your phone, and then sending it through email or link or Bluetooth, however you can do it, onto your computer. Another option is to do what I'm going to show you to do on your laptop, and to just go use your browser on your phone to directly upload it from your phone to your WordPress site. Let me just make sure I've covered everything. Okay, yeah. Then after you put it up there, so you can see it's on your page, it's embedded. Go to make sure you click on there's a couple different ways to say view this page. So instead of viewing it in the WYSIWYG editor, like the dashboard, you're actually viewing what the page looks like for anyone coming to your site. And just make sure you see the embed there, like the little player, and hit play, and just make sure it works. And once you're satisfied with that, then to actually turn it in to get credit for it, I've created this submission box here. So you create a Word document. I think it should even say it right here. Yeah. So put your Word document here with the link to the page on your WordPress site that has your audio clip embedded. And then also in that same Word document, go ahead and do your tutorial journal for Module 4, where you talk about how useful or not the different tutorials that you looked at to be able to learn about Soundtrap and do the activity. It may make that an actual live link so that when I look at it, I'll open it up, click on it, and it'll take me right to that page on your WordPress site. Let's see. So for the other option, so like I said, you can, since we, in WordPress.com, actually, you can't do this. You can't really, you can put embedded material that's hosted on other websites, but you can't directly add media. But since we're using this account that gives us lots of space, it does allow us to upload media, which would be basically like short video clips, photos, and audio clips. And to do that, you go to your library, your media library. Now this is also where any photos that are on your site right now, that you could also view them and upload them here as well, and then embed them into any page. So probably if you click on media library now, the photos that you put on your site for the last Module 3 should be shown in here. So I'm just going to come in and go to add new. I'm going to go to select files. I have this, my daughter and I sometimes record little songs together for fun. And so there's probably going to be, yeah, so right here, 64 megabytes. So that would be 64 megabytes. You could have a decent length a video clip that would be that. You know, so that's kind of probably like a 2 or 3 minute, 4 minute YouTube video, or video that might end up being on YouTube if you wanted to host it directly on your site instead. I didn't see how big this MP3 file is, but it's probably just 4 or 5 megabytes. So here it is. If I want to, here I can add some information about it. Let's see. Like I could put like Iris Lily as the artist. This is just kind of metadata. It is data that would be included in search engine optimization. The description for the caption would be nice. Granted, in the page you could let's see. So the title Milky Way should be there. So that could be the title of your, so you could be, say, interview with Loyola students about Thanksgiving break. And then you could have more information here in the title. So whatever's in the caption would also show up. For the description, you could probably double up on this, because the description is what's going to be usually shown in search engine optimization. Alright, so I can just hit update here. So that's so now it's in my media library. So I can come over to my pages. So I haven't worked on this site like you all have for Module 3. So it still just has the sample page here. So I can come down here, just click in there, and I can go ahead to click on Insert Media. So that's this little icon, looks like a, I guess a musical note in the camera. And right now, you know, the only thing I have in my media library is this MP3 file. The rest of you would presumably have a lot of photos already. Here's another place that I could have put that information. I'm going to just go ahead and say insert into page. Okay, so I notice here, remember how even though I clicked on down here, it automatically decided that it wanted it to be up here. And maybe I want it to be somewhere else on the page. So here's a little trick. I can go to edit as HTML. So I just clicked on these kind of extended menu, edit as HTML. And then I can see the code here. So the P code, that's a paragraph, and that this slash P says, all right, the paragraph's over. I'm just going to grab that whole thing there and cut it, and then come back to the bottom. Maybe I'll say, here is our song. Granted, all this stuff up here is a displacement holder. I would have to change that. And then I also go ahead and paste that code. And you can see that the code here, it's basically telling WordPress that here's where the actual URL of the MP3 file is, like living on that server. And then with this little tag here, it says audio, it's telling it to put it in a little audio player widget that is automatically in here. I'm going to hit update. Okay, and then this is important, so I'm going to go and say preview view page. And so this is what the page actually looks like for someone coming to my site, and then here's the thing. We've got the little ditty. I'm not going to play the whole song for you, but it's just so do at least hit play and make sure it's working. Okay, and that's it. So that's the one way. The other way, I'm going to go back to edit the page. Right now, I didn't create that song in Soundtrap, so it's not living there. So the other way would be to come in and paste that URL in here, and WordPress should recognize what it is and embed it in the player that that Soundtrap is kind of sending along with the MP3 itself for the embed. So the embed should look something like this. The player probably has a different skew to it. Okay, so you know, most of the time you're going to be spending is just learning how to use Soundtrap. And again, you know, I am going to be looking in terms of the grading for some quality in terms of just being able to troubleshoot and consider what sounds good and what doesn't. So I talked a lot about this on Tuesday. So things like the levels between the different tracks. Obviously, you want the interviewees' voices to sound clear and crisp and not be chopped off mid-sentence. And the same thing with the whole clip itself. Like the beginning doesn't want to start mid-word, mid-sentence in an awkward way. And then at the ending, the same thing. You don't want to kind of cut it off in the middle of a interviewee talking in a kind of awkward way. So just kind of use your common sense. I mean, all of you have been consumers of digital media of this type, mostly audio visual, so video, but sounds too, for most of your life since you're a little kid. So I mean, use your sense as digital media consumers to kind of figure out if you feel like this sounds super amateurish or if it sounds like it has decent quality to it. And those tutorials on how to use SoundClip will kind of help you with that as well. So have a good time with the assignment. Make sure you choose a topic that you think is interesting. I don't think I said this on Tuesday. If you have a different topic that's appropriate for asking college students their opinion on something or about an experience, that's fine. It doesn't necessarily have to be one of these here. As always, if you have any questions, just email me, and good luck. I will see you, as you know, today, Thursday, is online day. We'll be working on this assignment, so I'll see you all next Tuesday. Make sure you turn in the assignment in the Dropbox before class on Tuesday. So have a great weekend, and I'll see you Tuesday.